ladies. More and more. Where's my cow?
Sir Alphonse! Sir Alphonse! Sir Alphonse, there's an audience out there!
Don't be ridiculous. This is a rehearsal day. There's no audience.
Hands up who's here to see a show. I said hands up. All right, yeah. Definitely an audience.
You're wrong, Sir Alphonse!
I am never wrong.
Well, Miss Peacock's right, Sir Alphonse. There's definitely an audience out here.
What are they doing out there?
Nothing. Just sitting, looking.
Looking? Well, how are they looking?
Pretty ugly.
How can they be so stupid as to turn up on the wrong day?
What on earth is going on here? Who are all these people? I thought they were going to the suffrage meeting.
Miss Jones, they've come to see our show!
Oh, well, they're a day early.
Hey, you blank. Where have you been?
I had my suffrage meeting to attend.
Oh.
Ah, now. Who among you believes in equality? Yes? Votes for women! Votes for women! Forward, sister women! Onward evermore!
Was that you?
Yes, Sir Alphonse?
Well, stop your and dismiss these fools.
It's not silly suffrage singing, no, and I will not stop until we have equality.
If you don't stop, you won't have a job. Dismiss them.
Yes, Sir Alphonse. Ladies and gentlemen, as on behalf of the 60 Minute Shakespeare Ensemble, I do apologize. You appear to have made a mistake. Yes, our performance will not be ready until tomorrow. Now, in situations such as this, a truly professional theatre company would, of course, refund all your money.
No! Jessica! Dismiss them.
Okay, allow me. Ladies and gentlemen, sadly, it is the policy of the 60 Minute Shakespeare Ensemble to never refund money. However, our actor manager, Sir Alphonse King,
The illustrious.
the illustrious Sir Alphonse King, an experienced Shakespearean actor.
Well,
Experienced and world famous Shakespearean actor, a preferred performer of the late Queen Victoria herself.
close friends.
Preferred performer and close friend of the late Queen Victoria herself has decided to make you a very generous offer. Once I find out what that is.
Well, famous Shakespearean actor. But he is a tight-fisted, pompous old fraud.
Fraud?
He was born just plain Alfie King in Birmingham. Well, he added the Sir himself.
No, he was a close friend of Queen Victoria.
Poppycock. He performed for her once, and she was not amused.
My lords, ladies and gentlemen, please give a hearty round of applause for that great man of theatre, Sir Alphonse King! Hooray!
Friends! For you are all my friends, I believe. The people who organised your visit appear to have failed you badly. As my close friend, the dear departed Queen Victoria once said to me, Queen to King, as it were. This is my little joke. Her Majesty said to me, Alf, she said. She always called me Alf. Alf, you can no longer get quality staff. My cousin Charles Dickens told me pretty much the same thing.
Charles Dickens was your cousin?
Yes.
No.
I hate to disappoint my adoring public, and whilst today is officially the set-up and technical run of the play, and thus to avoid a catastrophe, I have decided to allow you to watch a rehearsal.
That's so he doesn't have to refund you.
Such a privilege!
You will be granted a rare,
Sir Alphonse!
nay, unique,
Sir Alphonse!
a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see a 60-minute Shakespeare Ensemble play.
Sir Alphonse!
Assemble. Now, what is it, girls?
Sir Alphonse, we aren't ready. We don't have enough actors and, well, half the props haven't arrived from London. You can't perform.
I can't perform.
No, sir. Not without it being a terrible mess.
Well, it's always a terrible mess with him in charge.
What was that, Miss Jones?
Oh, she said, thank goodness you're in charge.
Then the show must go on.
But Sir Alphonse, who's going to play all the extra parts?
You, my girl.
What? But I'm not an actress. No, I'm a stage manager.
You won't be one of those if we have to refund all these people. Now, let us warm up our voices with a 60-minute Shakespeare Ensemble anthem. Gramophone, Miss Peacock.
We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King, the proudest of players today.
We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King, prepared to be scared in every which way.
If you're new to Shakespeare,
Freight up on wheel, you soon will place us on top of your bill. Your door to be shut, every act and sing, for we are the actors of Sir Alphonse King.
Miss Jones, our public awaits.
I'm not ready, Sir Alphonse.
We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King.
The tiniest truth of age.
We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King. Tonight we're a fright on this very stage.
Come with us to Scotland and meet with Macbeth.
Fall under our
They
spell.
call for our death.
You'll all be aghast as we do everything.
For we are the actors of Sir Alphonse King.
Oh, Mr. Pond, what am I going to do? I can't play all those parts and do everything else.
Worry, I'll help ya. And we'll have to do everything we can to avoid the Macbeth Curse.
What?
The Macbeth Curse. Break a leg.
Break my leg!
It's for you to talk for good luck.
Oh!
We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King. The bard hits his heart in our hands. We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King. Laughter
And gasp
Over the land!
will lower the line and you'll widen your eyes. Our acting standards will be a surprise.
Yes, and finishing this Highland flick!
We are the actors of Sir Alphonse
Ladies and gentlemen, the 60-minute Shakespeare Ensemble are ever so proud to present the tragedy of King Macbeth, written by Mr. William Shakespeare.
Improved by Sir Alphonse King.
Yes.
Yeah, Miss Peacock, is the magic lantern set up?
Oh, I forgot. Let bugle sound ring out the fanfare. That's not fanfare.
What you say, fun fair? Yeah. Yeah, okay.
The lightning flashed as red as blood across the purple morning sky. It lit a little group of shapeless, gruesome figures.
In the poison
we were an actor missing.
The heap was empty as two witches worked their spells.
By the pricking of my thumbs, something wicked this way comes.
Macbeth appeared and splashed along the lonely stony path across the moor. Macbeth in leather armour, with a sword that carried scars and stains from recent battles. The witches cackled and gave toothless smiles. He smelled the witches' evil brew and saw the smoke rise up into the watery air. And then he heard his name screeched out, Macbeth! Macbeth drew his sword. He shuddered at the spell where three ugly
Mr. Pond has already told you.
Give him a chance, Miss Jones. You should have just picked
Oh,
up the
this
sword.
is ridiculous. She is
You've just ruined my first scene.
How can we do this play with so few actors? You know, when we first started, we had 8, but Sir Alphonse has driven them all away. And how can we do the murder of Lady Macduff without Lottie? Where is Joseph?
Sir Alphonse sacked Joseph yesterday. All he did was ask for a pay
Oh,
rise.
Sir Alphonse, an imbecile.
He's a genius!
Who says that?
I do. Now continue.
Yes, Sir Alphonse. Macbeth drew his sword. He shuddered at the spell where two ugly wily creatures cackled.
Speak, if you can. What are you?
All hail, Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Glams!
All hail Macbeth! Hail to thee, Thane of Cawdor! All hail Macbeth! Thou shalt be king hereafter.
The witches vanish like bubbles into the air.
Those are stage directions! We weren't supposed to read those out!
Foolish girl, we rehearsed this last week. Hour. The cauldron. The cauldron is supposed to disappear with them.
Oh, Joseph does that.
Yes, but Joseph isn't here!
There's a smoke effect. The smoke hides the disappearance.
Joseph does that too.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are, of course, watching a rehearsal with all the little glitches that occur on such occasions. By tomorrow, it will be perfect, of course.
I doubt it.
Buy another ticket and come back then. I can smell burning.
Oh, it's you, Sir Alphonse! Oh, Sir Alphonse, I'm so sorry! Oh,
Now you could have burned me bridges. Now let us get on. I am Macbeth, and the witches have just told me that I will be King of Scotland one day.
Macbeth travelled back to his castle grey. End of scene 1, thunder and lightning.
Stage directions. Just do it, don't say it.
Music can change a scene, Miss Peacock. Take us to Macbeth's castle.
What's going on?
It's a letter scene.
Yes, but I'm not ready. This is ridiculous. So
At their torchlit castle, Lady Macbeth read Macbeth's report of the two witches.
Was I stood rapt, these weird sisters saluted me with, "Hail, King that shalt be! This have I thought good to deliver thee, my dearest partner of greatness."
My dearest love, King Duncan comes here tonight.
And when goes hence?
Tomorrow, as he purposes.
The Lady of Macbeth smiled and showed her teeth as glittering as a hungry wolf.
Oh, never shall sun that morrow see. The king may come, but he will never leave these walls alive. The raven himself is hoarse, which croaks the fatal entrance of Duncan under my battlements.
The Lord Macbeth then plotted with his wife the way to murder Duncan as he slept.
Is the kinematograph set up?
Oh, Joseph does that.
Oh, we can't have this kind of delay tomorrow when we have a paying audience.
They are paying?
Grateful for turning up a day early, the fools. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point we plan to introduce something completely new. A moving picture from the kinema. It is the future, and you will witness a moment of history. You will be breathless with wonder.
Yeah, some of you may even wet yourselves.
Please don't. You just charge extra for mopping.
To the live theatre. Yes. Cruel Macbeth returned to his waiting wife.
I have done the deed.
Why did you bring these daggers from the place? Go back and smear the sleeping guards with blood.
I am afraid to think what I have done. Look on't again, I dare not. Will all great Neptune's oceans wash this blood clean from my hand?
My hands are of your colour. Oh, but I shame to wear a heart so white.
Wicked Macbeth murdered poor King Duncan and then blamed the two guards and murdered them too. The lords of Scotland wept for poor Duncan's death, and then they chose the man to take his royal throne. They chose the bravest soldier in the land. They chose Macbeth, assassin, as their king.
point we take an interval, a chance for me to recover from my exhausting murder scene. Tea, Miss Peacock.
Oh, well done, Miss Peacock. I thought you were wonderful. Almost as great as the magnificent Sir Alphonse himself.
Yes, must be exhausting for you all to see genius at work.
He is exhausting, yes.
A great actor like myself is made even greater with the wonderful words of Master Shakespeare, even if I do suffer for my art. Thank you, Miss Peacock.
So long as the Macbeth Curse doesn't get you.
Mr. Pond, what is this Macbeth Curse?
Oh, it's a lot of nonsense that says Macbeth is an unlucky play.
Careful, Miss Jones. We don't want to offend the theatre gods.
No, a lot of accidents happen during productions of Macbeth.
Oh, tosh and poppycock.
It is true. Some people don't even like to say the name Macbeth. They call it the Scottish play instead.
Well, I've said it at least 20 times. Am I cursed?
No, of course not. No, it's just people being unlucky. No, there's no evidence of a real curse.
Oh, yes, there is. What about Hal Berridge?
How?
Berridge, the first boy actor to play Lady Macbeth.
What's a boy actor?
Oh, in Shakespeare's day, all the women's parts were played by small boys.
Women weren't allowed on the stage.
Yes, disgusting.
Well, now it's 1902, the modern age. We're all equal.
We are not. No, women still can't vote.
Why would you want to bother your little heads with that?
So our voices can be heard. Forward, sister women, onward evermore.
This is your final warning.
Anyway, Hal Berridge died during a performance.
What?
In 1606, the very year Macbeth, the Scottish play, was written.
Oh my!
Then, in 1672, an actor picked up a real dagger in the murder scene and killed the actor playing Duncan.
Whoa!
In front of the whole audience!
Mr. Pond.
Yeah, the curse struck again in 1849. An unhappy audience rioted, so the army was called. And 23 theatregoers were shot dead. The whole theatre was absolutely wrecked.
Then there's Charles Macready.
Wait, who?
Charles Macready, the finest actor. One of the finest actors ever.
And my uncle.
Really?
Yes.
No.
He told me I was the glittering star of the British stage. Even he couldn't escape the curse.
What happened?
1851, Manchester.
Right, yes, his farewell performance.
I was but a babe in his dressing room.
He's older than that.
What happened?
It was the murder scene that we've just done. Macready dashed off stage to cover his hands in fake blood.
Yeah, but the fake blood wasn't there.
The stage manager had forgotten the bowl.
Yeah, but there was a fan standing in the wings waiting for an
As
autograph.
there so often is. My uncle grabbed him.
Yeah, grabbed him, punched the fan on the nose until his hands had real blood on them. Then he returned to continue the play.
A true professional.
There is no such thing as the Macbeth Curse.
£2 says you're wrong. £2 says this production is cursed.
£2 says it's not.
What about you, Sir Alphonse? Fancy a wager?
I'm not a betting man, Harry.
I'll give you £10 for your two.
You're on.
Right, here's my £2.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, Miss Peacock. You look after the money.
Why are you shaking, girl?
The Macbeth Curse. Well, it's upon us.
Tosh and poppycock.
What's going to happen to me?
Enough of this nonsense. There is no curse, and the show must go on. As I once said to Queen Victoria, on with the second half. In this act, you will see the full range of my acting prowess.
The Scottish play is now king, with Lady, the Scottish play, as his queen.
What are you doing?
Sir Alphonse said it was unlucky to say
Oh, not when you were actually performing the play.
Macbeth is now king, with Lady Macbeth as his queen.
Macbeth is strong, stern, and handsome, but inside he is tormented by his actions. Poor Macbeth, he was a victim of his own ambition. Which is why I have decided to start the second half with a fitting song from the music hall. Thank you, Mr. Pond.
King Macbeth's a party you don't meet with every day.
I'm always bluff and hearty, free and easy in my way.
You wouldn't call him handsome, but that isn't a disgrace. Well, he looks as though a regiment has marched across his face. He's a run when you know it, though he's hasty when he's vexed.
I'll black your eye 1 minute and I'll stand up against the next. I wouldn't hurt a baby, I'm a pal as you can trust.
He's a run when you know it, but you got to know it first. He's a run when you know it, though he's hasty when he's vexed.
I'll black your eye 1 minute and I'll stand up against the next. I wouldn't hurt a baby, I'm a pal as you can trust.
He's a run when you know it, but you got to know it first. He's alright when you know him, but you've got to know him well.
He's all right when you know him. Well, King Macbeth has already murdered Duncan, and the guard, and countless more up to this point. And as for what he's about to do to Lady Macduff and her poor baby, well...
It's a comedy song, Miss Jones, and entertainment.
Well, I don't think violence is funny. Only a fool would.
Well, this fool does. And this fool pays your wages. So you better just get on with it. On with the show, Miss Peacock.
King Macbeth continued his bloody reign. Oh, I am so sorry. Oh, please forgive me.
What's the matter?
Oh, it wasn't my fault. It says it right here. I just swore.
Well, Shakespeare isn't swearing. Well, if something is covered in blood, then it's bloody. Start again.
King Macbeth continued his bloody reign, but his best friend Banquo was not at peace. Who's Banquo?
What?
Who's Banquo?
Macbeth's best friend.
Yes, but who is Banquo?
I've just told you, Macbeth's best friend.
You know, fought with him for years, knows all his secrets.
Yes, including what the witches said. So Banquo is very suspicious about Duncan's death, making him a threat to Macbeth. Now, does that answer your question?
I mean, who plays Banquo?
Oh, Joseph does that.
Oh, well, this is where Banquo has a speech.
Yeah, Joseph does that.
Well, Banquo's in a lot from now on.
Shall I remind us how much Joseph does? I'll tell you what, I'll be Joseph, be a big one.
Just get on with it.
Oh, I sit now. King, Cawdor, Glamis, all that the weird women promised. I fear thou hast played most foully for it.
Banquo knew well about the witch's help, and Macbeth decided he had to die. The king invited Banquo to a feast, but sent a gang to meet and murder Banquo as Banquo rode on his horse to the castle.
Next. 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 That's not me.
I'm so sorry, Sir Alphonse. I must have picked up the wrong side.
Where are the correct ones?
I must have left them behind.
Left them behind.
Well,
up! There is no way I could have drunk 10 bottles of champagne.
No, it's usually 12.
I can't find the right slides.
Then we shall improvise.
Improvise?
Make it up. Show our full creativity. Ladies and gentlemen, not only will you hear the magic of Shakespeare's works, you shall now see the magic of the 60 Minute Shakespeare Ensemble as they create spontaneously, without preparation, hesitation, or discussion, the murder of Banquo.
I can't improvise Shakespearean verse.
Well, neither can Sir Alphonse, and that's never stopped him.
Right. At Macbeth's castle, it was late and dark. The murderous pair. They hid in the park.
The park. At Dunsinane was a castle, not a holiday retreat.
I'm sorry.
Carry on, you're doing very well.
But Macbeth couldn't even trust this pair. So he sent another to meet them there.
I can manage that.
Ah, it's not fair.
Right.
Black bats did fly. Screech owls, they did hoot. And best friend Banquo would soon get the boot.
Hark! I hear a horse.
Banquo would have a bigger horse than that. I said a horse, not an elephant.
But Banquo continued on foot.
Banquo trudged across the moor. The weather, it was spiteful. A storm did brew. The wind, it blew. The thunder, it was frightful.
Who's there? Oh no! It's the murderers! The three murderers! And the demon donkey!
Woof, 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 woof.
And an evil eagle! Oh no! Not the gruesome guinea piggy!
Wonderful! I think you'll agree that portrays the subtle betrayal of Macbeth's best friend. Imagine killing a companion that you've spent years with.
Oh, sometimes that's all I can imagine.
There, Miss Jones, come help me set up the banquet.
Oh yes, a setup for the next scene. The feast where Banquo appears. Or Banquo's banquet, as I like to call it. That's a joke, Miss Peacock. Macbeth was holding a huge feast to show how powerful he is. But Lady Macbeth was worried that his nerves would give him away.
Yes, he can't be trusted to do things properly, you see. So she is having to cover for all his mistakes. His many, many mistakes.
Carry on, Miss Peacock, while the audience is still enwrapped by our art.
Macbeth, he heard his friend was newly dead.
No.
His queen could see the in his head.
Gentle, my lord. Sleek o'er your rugged looks. Be bright and jovial among our guests tonight.
The couple met their guests and tried to smile.
Hello, Macbeth. Thank you for having me. Oh, hello, Macbeth. What a lovely feast I am. Oh, hello, Macbeth. May have you grown big and strong now?
But at the feast, the freshly murdered ghost of Banquo glided to an empty chair. A bloody corpse only King Macbeth could see.
Ah, it's not set up.
Well, whose job's that?
Joseph does that.
Well, why hasn't Joseph done it? The miserable maggot, the scathing sack of snot. I'll sack the idle knucklehead. Joseph!
Well, you can't sack Joseph.
I can sack anyone I like. It's my company. It's been in my family for generations. The kings are not to be trifled with. I can sack Joseph if I like.
I think you'll find you can't.
Well, I think you'll find I can.
You can't.
I can.
You can't.
I can.
You can't.
I can.
Well, not today.
Why not, pray tell?
Because you sacked him yesterday.
I beg your pardon.
Well, what are we going to do? This is embarrassing.
Do it without any tricks. Now, my acting is special effects enough.
As you wish. Miss Peacock, if you wouldn't mind, I'll go see if I can find a technician to help us.
The couple met their guests and tried to smile. Sir Alphonse. Evening! Have a good one. But at the feast, the freshly murdered ghost of Banquo glided to an empty chair. A bloody corpse only King Macbeth could see.
Please, your highness, to grace us with your royal company.
The table's full.
There is a place reserved, sir.
Where?
Here, my good lord. What is the news, your highness?
Which of you have done this? Thou canst not say I did it. Oh, never shake thy gory locks at me.
Sit, worthy friends. The fit is momentary. Upon a thought, he will again be well. Are you a man?
I, and a brave one, that dares look on that which may appall the devil.
Why do you make such faces?
See there, behold, look low, avaunt and quit my sight. It will have blood, they say. Blood will have blood. I will tomorrow to the weird sisters, more will they speak. Well done, Miss Peacock, a very fine trick indeed.
I didn't do anything.
You certainly know how to conjure Pepper's ghost.
No, I didn't do anything.
Enough false modesty. Let us share a great secret of the stage with our friends.
No. I really didn't do anything. He must be the Macbeth Curse.
No, there is no curse. No, Mr. Pond found a technician.
Miss Peacock, release Mr. Pond. Ladies and gentlemen, do you promise to keep your lips sealed if I share a great secret of the stage? Pepper's ghost is a theatre device which creates a ghost. Yeah, well, not a real ghost, obviously.
Sir Alphonse!
A scientist called John Pepper made it popular in the 1860s. But it's been around for a lot longer.
Would you try to make it sound less like a lecture?
Perhaps Shakespeare used it in Macbeth, where witches and ghosts appear magically.
Now there is no evidence of that.
Do you want to take over?
Oh, with pleasure! No, not now! Well, now, in the full effect, the stage is divided in two by a sheet of glass. Only Sir Alphonse wouldn't buy a whole sheet. So we have to make do with this tiny piece.
It's called Health and Safety, Miss Jones.
It's called penny pinching, more like.
You're on your final warning.
Sir Alphonse, I told you so many times.
Just about another
If we had a
minute.
minute-
Not now. A sheet of glass divides the stage. One half is what the audience, that's you, sees, and the other half is called the blue room.
In our case, a blue box.
When goes on in the blue room.
The blue box.
The audience, that's you, sees what's inside. In our case, Mr. Pond. So anyone in the blue room
The blue box.
appears like a ghost. No, Mr. Pond.
Mr. Pond, how did you...
Our very effective Banquo's ghost.
I haven't been back post ghost.
He found a technician, made it work.
Nah, there was no technician. I thought I just returned.
No, but you were in the box.
No, I was back in time.
Well, then who is in the box?
Well, I'm not in the box.
You are in the box.
I'm not in the box.
No, you are in the box.
I am not in the box.
Well, then who is?
Are you saying there's a ghost in the box?
Yes.
Are you saying the Macbeth Curse is real?
Yes.
So, these two both owe me £2?
Yes.
No!
No. Now, we don't believe in ghosts and curses, do we?
I'm not superstitious usually, but I've seen things.
Such as?
1882. During a performance for Queen Victoria, a black cat walked across the stage. The actor playing Macbeth booted it into the audience.
What happened next?
In the final fight scene, Macbeth's opponent tripped and his sword plunged into Macbeth's chest, killing him. Dead.
Don't want the Macbeth Curse to strike again. Oh no. Sir Alphonse, now you're playing Macbeth. You better be careful, because if it wasn't me in that box, there is something evil in there.
Sir Alphonse Jones, we are girls. Just pay him his bet and let's get out of here.
Now, if we leave, you'll lose the bet, and you'll definitely have to refund this note.
Then we'll stay. Nothing scares Sir Alphonse King. Huh.
So, Alphonse, I just wanted to know where you would like to pick up from.
Ah, yes. Miss Peacock, take us back to the moor.
Terrified by Banquo's ghost, Macbeth returned to the two witches for more advice. The terror of Macbeth spread through the land. He slew the good, the kind, the innocent, and stained the heather with his bloody hands.
Round about the cauldron go, in the poisoned entrails throw, double toil and double by the pricking of my thumb.
Something wicked is way up.
How now, you secret black and midnight hags? What is to do?
A deed without a name.
I conjure you by that which you profess. Answer me to what I ask you.
Speak!
Adama!
Will answer, Macbeth.
Macbeth!
Beware,
Macbeth!
Beware the pain of poison!
King Macbeth, he shook with fright, his mind as dark as blackest night. Macduff was Macbeth's greatest enemy. Macduff wanted Scotland to be free. But just when Macbeth wondered how he'd cope, the witches offered wicked hope.
Macbeth shall never vanquished be until great Burnham Wood and to high Dunsinane Hill shall come against him.
Macbeth's castle was on Dunsinane Hill. Great Burnham Wood stood there at its bottom. King Macbeth was sure the trees could not walk, and so pondered well the witches' talk.
Who can impress the forest? Bid the tree unfix its earth-bound root, sweet Beaumont's good.
And yet, Macbeth still feared his foe Macduff. All Scotland said he was brave, bold and tough. Macbeth's brain knew he had to stop that man. And so he hatched a cruel and deadly plan.
The castle of Macduff I will surprise. Seize upon Fife. Take to the edge of the sword his wife, his babes, and all unfortunate souls that trace him in his line.
Enter Lady Macduff and her son.
Stage directions. Ladies and gentlemen, the murder of Lady Macduff. Now, this is a scene usually played by 3 different actors. Unfortunately, we only have 1.
What will you do now? How will you live? Now God help me, poor monkey. Ah! What is this face? I am in a place where such as thou won't find him. He's a traitor! There's a shaggy villain! What? Ye egg, young fly of treachery! He has killed me, mother! Run after you! Run! Somebody help me, please! Goodness me!
Mr. Pond, this is a tragedy, not a pantomime. Miss Jones, I'm surprised that you approve of this circus.
Oh, I most certainly do not.
Ladies and gentlemen, I apologise. This is not our usual standard of performance.
Somebody hadn't sacked Joseph.
Sorry, Sir Alphonse.
Tomorrow's audience, the proper audience, will expect to see Lady Macduff die with some dignity. Mr. Pond, carry on. But don't carry on with the same carry on you just carried on with. We are reaching the fitting climax of the play. Macduff has heard that Macbeth has murdered Lady Macduff. Macduff wants revenge.
Not in the legions of horrid hell comes a devil, more damned in evil to top Macbeth. Merciful heaven. Within my sword's length, set Macbeth on his escape. Heaven forgive him too.
Wonderful! But before Macduff attacks Macbeth, we need to see how Lady Macbeth is struggling with her husband's crimes. Miss Peacock.
Guilt and dreadful dreams began to haunt his lady as she tried to sleep each night. She imagined she had bloody hands and a sea of water would not wash them.
Out! Damn! Fall out, I say! Yet who would have thought the old man to have had so much blood in him? What? Will these hands there be clean? Is the smell of the blood still? All the perfumes of Arabia will not sweeten this little hand. Oh. 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 I am not sure it's fitting to insert a music hall song.
Well, I am.
Well, I'm not.
Miss Jones, the King family have always appealed to a wider range of audiences.
It seems so disrespectful to Shakespeare.
Shakespeare wove songs into many of his plays.
Yes, not Macbeth.
No, just do it. You were Lady Macbeth, and you're losing your marbles. Miss Peacock, Mr. Pond.
Once in the dear dead days beyond recall, when on the world the mists began to fall, out of the dreams that rose in happy throng, still to our hearts love sang an old sweet song. And in the dusk where fell the twilight gleam, softly it wove itself into just a song at twilight, when the lights are low, and the flickering shadows softly come and go. Although the heart be weary, sad the day and long, still to us at twilight comes love's song, comes love's own sweet song.
As enemies drew near Macbeth's grey walls, his guilt-mad lady tumbled from a tower. And killed herself.
What is that noise?
It's the sound of poor Shakespeare spinning in his grave.
There's supposed to be a noise.
The way of women.
Stage direction.
The Queen, my lord, is dead.
Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow creeps in this petty place. From day to day, to the last syllable of recorded time. And all our yesterdays have lighted fools the way to dusty death. Out, brief candle. Life is but a walking shadow, a poor player that struts and frets his hour upon the stage and then is heard no more. It is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
Of course, Macbeth thought the witch's demon power would shield him from the angry slicing steel. But witches from the devil can deceive a man and drag his soul away to hell.
Give me mine armor. Send out more horses, scour the country round. Hang those that talk of fear. Give me mine armor. I shall not be afraid of death and bane till Burnham Forest come to Dunsinane.
What is this wood before us?
The wood of Burnham.
Let every soldier hew him down a bow and bear it before him.
The witches said Macbeth would never die till Burnham Forest come to Castle Dunsinane. And now Macduff was carrying the trees as shields and making all of the witches' words come true.
Fear not, till Burnham Wood do come to Dunsinane. And now a wood comes towards Dunsinane. Arm and out, ring the alarm bell. Blow winds, come wreck, and we will die with harness on our back.
And so it was. Macbeth faced his final fight, betrayed by witches cackling in their den. The brave Macduff was seeking to avenge the murder of his helpless wife and child.
Tyrant, draw thy fist! My wife and children's ghosts will haunt me still.
Lay on, Macduff. And damned be him who first cried, hold! Enough! Hold! Miss Peacock, it's happening. And damned be him who first cried, hold! Enough! The next person who plays this as a pantomime will be sacked.
But he is! He is behind you!
We have not been cursed.
Oh, yes, we have.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Oh, yes, we have.
Oh, no, we haven't.
Oh, yes, we have.
Oh, Sir Alphonse, you just did pantomime. You'll have to sack yourself.
How will we be cursed?
We didn't expect an audience.
You turned up on the wrong day, buffoons.
Half the props haven't arrived from London.
Yeah, I found this ticket under this gentleman's seat. On Thursday the 21st.
Thursday the 21st.
Tomorrow.
Today.
Tomorrow.
Today.
Tomorrow is Thursday the 21st.
No, it isn't.
She's right. We got it wrong.
They are right to be here.
But that means
You'll have to give them their money back.
no! I'm ruined.
Yes.
And if I'm ruined, you're all out of a job.
Is there no way to get rid of the curse?
Let me think. You turn round 3 times.
3 times. 1, 2, 3.
Spit over your left shoulder. Swear.
Bloody!
Oh, there we are. Oh, wait a minute. The spell only works if you've left the theatre first.
Oh, no, but if we leave, you'll still have to refund them.
And we'll still lose our jobs.
And Shakespeare Ensemble becomes the 60-second Shakespeare Ensemble.
Macbeth in a minute.
Exactly. They get their money's worth, and we can scarper as quickly as possible.
If it means I keep my money, we'll do it!
Right!
We don't need the budget.
Use that straight cat
Well,
down.
I think
Thank you very much, Mr. Policy.
Which is first?
Ladies and gentlemen, the 62nd Shakespeare Ensemble present Macbeth in 1 minute, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Action!
That's something, King!
My dearest
The
love!
Raven himself is hot! Right. Well, he's in the jungle and he's in
Oh, sorry, Sir Alphonse. Very sorry.
I have done the deed!
He's all right when you know it, but we've got to know him first.
How has it now, King Cawdor Glom's all?
Be bright and jovial among your guests tonight!
What is his face?
Out, damn spot, out, I say! Just as all that twilight!
Tomorrow, and tomorrow, and tomorrow!
5,
Pilot, show my face!
3, 2, 1. In 1 minute. We'll be prepared. Well done.
We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King, the proudest of players today. We are the actors of Sir Alphonse King.
Prepare to be scared in every which way.
If you
See, I told you it would work, now it will come to each other.
I still haven't got my job back.
Yeah, don't worry, Sir Alphonse certainly knows how we cannot do Macbeth without you. Yeah, look, 2 for you, and 2 for me. Right, now let's go down and pub and celebrate. My lords, ladies, and gentlemen, thank you ever so much. Please, join us next time for A Midsummer Night's Dream, where you will be amazed by my bottom. Sorry, I mean, Nick Bond, yeah, we've been the actors of Sir Alphonse King, you've been a lovely audience, and that was the Macbeth Curse.